Okay, howdy guys. So just going to quickly talk about this app that I'm using on one of my laptops to keep an eye on order flow, okay, and to just confirm different levels of liquidity. Just want to spend a couple of minutes just going through this because I managed to get this all organised for free, all set up. So dig into it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. So what I've done is I've got all this configured how I like it. So there's a few different options you can do, but I just like to see all these bubbles as they come in. You can have options where they are smart clusters, where they adjust by zooming in and out and so on, and they'll change. So as you can see, it's just changed. If I adjust this, you'll see this kind of adjust itself. What I just wanted to do is just spend a couple of minutes just showing you how this prints out and how it's rocking and rolling. What I've got set up here is the Binance Futures data, and that's coming in just for the fact that it's probably got the most volume. And you can see just behind everything, there's all these colours which signify different orders at the time. You can see the candles just behind. If we start to zoom out more heavily, you can see these levels of liquidity just down here. And you can see the exact amounts. These are all levels of liquidity as well, but just weaker ones. So it's a little bit like the trading light that I covered sometime last year. It prints out the level, but on top of this you've got these cluster balls, and let me just adjust this to, got something down here pulled up, so let me just adjust this so we can cluster in aggregation by price, switch it to smart, and you see it adjusts itself as and when you zoom in. So we can zoom right into the actual data. Let me just try and get this. Okay, so as you can see, this is pretty much live. It's probably going each second, but you can see this now. It's very, very detailed. You can see the DOM on the right hand side here, literally going off on one. I do recommend that you have the hardware to handle this. So we'll just leave it for a second and just see this witness these clusters as they come in, and you can see the price going up and down. So I think this is the most granular point that you can adjust this. You can see that they're all coming in, they're quite spread out. But if I was just to go ahead and just zoom in a bit, so I've just adjusted it. Just give it a second to render. So very cool, very, very cool. We've got this, this move down. Okay, you see this selling coming in, selling, the different levels, and then we're down here in consolidation, and then I can't see behind this green one. If I zoom in a bit, you'll see, but you can see this large buy order come in, 189 Bitcoin at 16,622, and then bam, starts moving up. Big sell-off, probably took profits there, and then we move to sell-off, and as you can see, you can see this clear as day. There's consolidation here, consolidation coming up. Okay, some buyers come in, get trapped. Maybe it's the same buyer, who knows? But then, bam. So this seller got in, moved down. Sellers then enter the market, consolidates, and then they move out. That's just happened there. Look, sellers in the market get trapped, and then the buying initiates and carries on all the way up to here. So large green candle. I say large, it's only gone from 16,624 to $4. There is also some options to set alerts. So let me just show you this. Okay, so when we go into the settings, we can come to the large trade alert, and then we can just adjust this. So click that, and then you can change the message that it plays. So I'm just going to change this so it gives us an example.
BTC USDT at the NF by 1.4. Example. BTC USDT at the NF by 1.5. BTC USDT at the NF sell 12.9. BTC USDT at the NF sell 1.1. BTC USDT at the NF sell 1.2.
Okay, so it's set to a minimum trade size of 10. So let me just move that out of the way. And, you know, we can see on the bubbles, okay, volume 10, 10 there, sale. There's more here. So the point is that you can get alerted. You can get an alert of specific trade size to give you some sort of feedback that's audio. There's other options available here, but jump in and learn about it. I usually say this to about 25 Bitcoin. So I've got 25 there, and then oh hello, look at that. Let's see what's going on here. Bit of action. So we could see this coming down, this sort of move up, and then large trade coming down, consolidating, moves down again. Large, so you can see the buying coming back into the market now. Okay, so let's just monitor this. Let's look for another move up.
BTC
Oh, okay,
USDT at the NF
took
sell
some liquidity there,
30.7.
look. And we got that BTC audio alert. Now, bearing in mind, I'm just looking at this actual chart now. So we've seen some liquidity get scooped here. See that green, and the way the speed that come in, it just drops, scoops the liquidity, and let's see if we can see a move up. We've got look this band just forming underneath the price. Okay, another move up there. So we're literally equal with these highs now. So if this drops back below, we could be going lower because it's just scooping up the liquidity. If it carries on, then all good. I mean, we are down on the lower, grains of the chart now. We're not on 1 minute. We're just way lower than this, and just monitoring order flow. Okay, so large trade coming to the upside, followed by some smaller trades to the downside, just equilibrium. Yeah, I think it's very cool as well how you got this candle just here. Oh, okay, we've got some orders coming into the market. You can see these colours on the right hand side of this vertical line, which signal, okay, so you see it's moved up, and you can see the buy limits all underneath here, and they've just gone. They probably got filled. Moved down. Look at how this has flipped the other way. Look at this band above price. Okay, you've got these sell orders, price above, defending that level. So you see how this band ended just here, and then we had some consolidation, and we started to move down. We've got this band above now. So let's just monitor this as we go. Okay, band switch, look. Moving up. Do need to get to grips with the colour schemes and just understand it all. I know that red is very high, and dark blue is very low, and you can see the scale just at the top here. That can be adjusted to different things, like so. Okay, so we're going to spend just another minute on this. So let's just get some more granular on this. Okay, so we've got some, you see that sell order comes right in. These are market orders, so the sell orders come in, and then that band's just appeared, and it almost looks like it just got eaten away. So it was red, and as you can see, the colour scheme just dropping back down. It's trying to hold, goes all the way to blue, and then it's come back, and look how strong it is now. I mean, if you're looking, you can see here on the right hand side the actual order book, okay, and how many orders it's just gone. Look at that, just gone. Okay, and how many orders it's just gone. Look at that, just gone. So we had the blue orders, sorry, the green clusters coming in. That stopped, disappeared. We got the audio alert. You can see this volume bar as well, and then we had this move up. I say move up. It's only a few ticks, but this is what I mean about the granular. There you go. Switched. It's just market makers, you know, taking their profits, exchanges, etc., just doing their thing. You know, there's different participants in the market, so this just allows us to see them all much more clearly with data and try and you know, try and secure a nice move, or even just average out at specific points that are important. So we are like at the super granular level. We can adjust this to different grains and zoom in or out and go from there. So I think that's it for this. Just a cool tool. So what I do want to talk about is Overwatch real quick. So this was something that this is my 12-hour chart that I've been keeping an eye on, and you know, we've got liquidity just down here below these points, which we could just go and grab. We've tried to grab it before, but we haven't, and you know, we've broke to the upside here. Okay, so 12-hour broke to the upside. Okay, so as you can see on this chart here, this is a daily Bitcoin chart, and you know, we've just got a few you know, little annotations on here and stuff, and you know, the main thing I'm looking at is the Overwatch bottom, okay, switching back up to the upside, which is our highest time frame that we're utilizing this on. And what's happened is it's come up into the EMA, and it's just literally held it because, you know, it was over Christmas time and things, and then it has dropped, okay. And as the Overwatch has dropped, it's dropped into this channel, trend channel, and it's kind of rounding off there, and it's currently trapped inside there. So that's the first thing. Second thing, just pipping up to the upside, okay, literally just pipping up. And you know, it is a little bit early to call, but to the upside nonetheless. And then when we start to look at the 12-hour, you know, the 12-hour switch to the upside, we're just kind of coming back down now, consolidating. So this could be a point of entry, okay. Now what I am looking at on this kind of 4-hour chart on the left hand side, you can see we've pushed up, and when we look at the crosshair on the right hand 12-hour chart, you can see the 12-hour Overwatch is going to be below the EMA at that particular time. So this has had its move up, and it's consolidated back down, touched the 50% line, close to the EMA. This could be a spot, okay. So if we was just to, you know, organize this in a and not to put everything on the line here, maybe put 10% of the actual position size. You know, if you're risking 2%, 10% of 2%. So, you know, scaling in, there could be liquidity taken down any of these areas, man. I mean, I don't really talk too much about the actual plan, my trading plan, how I approach the markets and things like that. I just cover this Overwatch, but you can see some drawings on the charts today. But you know, I'm watching the 1 hour, 1 minute charts down below. We've just seen a push, and we're going for liquidity now, and we'll leave it at that. So 12, 4-hour, daily, all to the upside, and you know, price is moving up at this particular point. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll leave it here, and then we will actually, let me just readjust this box in case some chump tries to so liquidity down below, all this stuff. So if it does get taken, then hope to see a move up. But we have seen the liquidity be taken already here, and a couple more times dumped in for another entry, and we're moving up. So this could be a nice move, and be prepared, guys.